The Haulotte Star 10. Maximum working height is 10 metres or 33 foot. Those who intend to use any machine with characteristics of weight, height, width, length or complexity which differ significantly to the training they have received should ensure that they receive a familiarisation to cover the differences. It is the employer's responsibility to ensure that all operators using equipment are adequately trained and familiarised to comply with current health and safety legislation. Machine-specific familiarisation should follow on from basic training and cover the manufacturer's instructions and warnings, features of the specific model, control functions, safety devices and emergency lowering procedures. All of the above are to be found in the operator's manual supplied with the machine. Be sure that the operator's safety and responsibilities manuals are complete, legible and in the storage container locked in the platform. Locate the thorough examination certificate, ensuring that the machine is within its last 6-monthly date. Hydraulic ramping. Your machine may have hydraulic ramping built into it by design. This means that the machine may not stop immediately when a controller is released. Decals are located around the machine. Familiarise yourself with the different decals, ensuring that you understand items such as safe working load, wind speeds, floor loadings, crushing points. Check for hydraulic oil leaks and proper oil levels. Check for battery fluid leaks and proper fluid levels. Before checking any batteries, ensure that you are wearing the correct personal protective equipment. Check the following components or areas for damaged, improperly installed or missing parts and any unauthorised modifications. Electrical components, wiring and electrical cables, hydraulic hoses, fittings, cylinders and manifolds, drive and turntable motors and drive hubs, wear pads, tyres and wheels, nuts, bolts and other fasteners, platform entry mid-rail, lanyard anchorage points. Function tests. These are designed to discover any malfunctions before putting the MEWP into service. If a malfunction is discovered, the machine must immediately be isolated, tagged and removed from service. Your machine may be fitted with one of these two control panels at the base of the machine. The machine on the left uses an enable button and a paddle to control the movements. The control panel on the right uses an enable button to unlock the function and uses toggle switches to control the function you have selected. At the ground controls, put the key into the key switch and turn the key to the green position, which denotes the ground controls. Pull out the emergency stop. The machine will now be switched on. The up and down control will not work unless you press the corresponding button at the bottom of the mast. Press and hold the lift button. Operate the paddle in the green direction to elevate. Operate the paddle in the red direction to bring the machine down. Alternatively, use the enable button and the raise and lower toggle switch. Holding the turret button in, push the paddle in the black direction. This will rotate the turret counterclockwise. Push and hold the button and pull the paddle to the blue direction, which will rotate the turret clockwise. Alternatively, use the enable button
and use the toggle switch to rotate the turret left and right.
Push and hold the jib function and push the paddle in the green direction, which will lift the jib, and in the red direction, which will lower the jib.
Alternatively, use the enable button and use the toggle switch to lift or lower the jib.
The machine is also equipped with a hand pump system. Elevate the machine as normal, then opening the front covers, walk round to the right hand side of the machine and locate the lowering handle on the side of the batteries. Engage the lowering and elevating handle into the holder and then locate the necessary control on the side of the machine and use the handle pump to bring the machine into a safe position. This handle will elevate the mast, it will rotate the turret, and it will steer the wheels. Use the decal on the side of the batteries to identify the correct button which you need to press. To operate the controls in the platform, turn the key to the orange position. Ensure that you connect your carabiner onto the anchorage point located in the platform. Pull out the e-stop and the machine should have an audible alarm and the red light should flash. Push in the e-stop and the light should go out. This tests that the e-stop is working. The machine has two paddles, one paddle for forward and backwards,
or alternatively, depending on the position of the toggle switch, lift and lower of that function,
and one paddle for turret rotate left and right and steer left and right. No function should work unless the enable button has been pressed. The machine also has a three-way selector switch.
The upper control panel consists of 4 enable buttons. The top enable button, when pressed, will then allow the joystick to drive forwards and backwards. The middle enable button, when pressed, will allow the joystick to elevate and lower the main mast. The bottom enable button, when pressed, will allow the joystick to lift and lower the jib. Steering is controlled via the separate toggle switches located on the top of the joystick for left and right. The enable button on the left of the control panel will allow rotation left and right of the turret.
Ensure that the machine is correctly orientated round to the arrows located on the chassis and the drive panel. Select drive and steering, push the enable button and move the drive controller in the green direction. This should allow the machine to drive forward. This control is proportional to your movement. Bring the control paddle back to neutral and the machine should stop. Pull the control lever back to the red direction and the machine should reverse back. Bring the control lever back to neutral and the machine should stop.
Alternatively, use the drive enable button to use the joystick to drive forwards and backwards and to steer left and right.
Press your enable button and using the steering paddle, check that the steering wheels move left and right. Now select turret elevate and turret rotate in the centre. Press the enable button and elevate the turret up in the green direction. Press the enable button and bring the turret down by using the paddle in the red direction.
Alternatively, use the lift enable button to lift and lower the mast using the joystick.
Press the enable button and use the paddle in the blue and the black direction to ensure the machine rotates. Move the selector switch to the jib function, press the enable button and use the green and the red arrows to elevate the jib.
Alternatively, use the turret enable button and use the paddle to rotate the turret left and right. Use the jib enable and then use the joystick to lift or lower the jib.
Checking elevated drive speed. Elevate the turret approximately 2 meters from the ground. Change the selector switch to drive, enable the button and using the drive paddle move in a forward and reverse direction. The machine should now move forward and backwards slowly. Elevate the jib, now drive forwards and backwards. The machine will now drive slowly elevated. The aerial platform is equipped with a device which senses when the aerial platform is out of level in any direction. When activated, it disables drive and lift function of the aerial platform and an alarm produces an audible sound. Warning: if the tilt alarm sounds and the platform does not or only partially raises, immediately lower the platform completely and ensure that the aerial platform is on a firm level surface. To test the emergency lowering, push in the E-stop. Now go round to the back of the machine and pull up the red or black valve. This will lower the mast back down. With the mast lowered, now locate the jib lowering function and press the button. This will now lower the jib.